Hi, I'm Simbongile from Careers Portal. Today we'll be talking to Teboho from SAICA, who will be telling us a bit more about the accounting profession. We'll also be touching on the SAICA Thuthuka Bursary Fund as well as other accounting related topics. Enjoy. Hi, Teboho, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. And yourself?
I'm good, thank you. You're here representing SAICA, so can you tell us a bit more about what SAICA is and what you do?
So, SAICA was founded in 1980 and is the foremost accountancy body in South Africa. So, SAICA stands for the South African Institute of Chartered Accountants, and it's the professional home of chartered accountants. And chartered accountants are leaders in business and government and communities that they serve. So SAICA as an institute provides a wide range of support services to its members and plays an influential role in highly dynamic business sector. And as an organization, SAICA continuously strives to develop the accountancy profession in South Africa in various ways by upholding professional ethical standards and supporting and encouraging professional skills development and enterprise initiatives. So at SAICA, in my specific role, I'm the project director for Tetruga and for universities. What that means is I'm in charge I look after, let me rather put it that way, I look after the Thuthuka Bursary Fund, which is SAICA's project entity, bursary entity, that looks to increase the number of African and colored chartered accountants to be representative of the demographics in the country. As well as I look after the university space, so that entails just making sure that SAICA's presence is felt within the university space and that a lot more students know about the CA profession as well as the CA designation.
So you
But
mentioned the Titular Bursary Fund, yes,
yes,
and
which is a
who it helps, yes.
yeah.
So can you tell us about what the bursary covers?
The Titular Bursary really is a holistic bursary that covers financial and non-financial support. So basically, the journey to qualify as a chartered accountant is a 7-year journey, right? So when students come onto the Thuthuka Bursary, they're funded in terms of full tuition, in terms of accommodation at university, books, meals, a living allowance, as well as for every year that a student continues to pass while being on the Thuthuka program, they continue to get funded. And then also what we also offer on the Thuthuka program is what we call wraparound support. So that's actually what gives Thuthuka its edge, because we don't just focus on the financial support, but we also focus on ensuring that there's additional support that's given to students in an effort really to assist them from that jump from high school into university, but also help them so that they can continuously pass, so what that involves is additional academic support in terms of various academic enrichment programs such as study tutorials, study skills workshops, soft skills workshops, social and emotional support, work readiness and life skills training, mentoring and counseling. And then also all of the Thuthuka universities have what we call a program manager. So the program manager basically is the direct liaison between the Thuthuka students as well as us as the Thuthuka team at head office. Because what we do is on the Thuthuka program, we don't just fund one student at one university. We fund our students in cohorts. And it's basically a group. So it would be like a first year group and a second year group and so on and so forth. And that's why then we have a program manager who basically assists on the ground with working with the students.
And do you have any success stories that you can share with us, seeing as the bursary provides quite holistic support system for the learners?
Yeah, so I think well, the one thing that I can say about the Thuthuka program is that our pass rates really have, in comparison, have been quite great over the years. since inception, we've managed to create over 1,100 chartered accountants. And considering that it takes over 7 years, it takes 7 years to qualify as a chartered accountant, I think that speaks volumes about the caliber of student that we have on the program, and also the support that we provide to the students on the program. I think from a success, I mean, there's so many success stories, but I think I'll choose these 3 that I'll choose. One of the students that I think is a great success story and embodies what Thuthuka is really about is Zanele Mabunda. Zanele was funded by Thuthuka in 2014, and she then is now a qualified chartered accountant because she's got such a passion for educating and helping others. She's actually now also a professional coach. And as a result, she's also started her own organization called Novalo, actually meaning no fear. So she works as a lecturer still. So she even works as a lecturer. She loves teaching and learning and also imparting her skills onto others. And yeah, so now she's also coaching those who are interested in just learning a bit more about themselves. And she's doing great out there. She's making waves, if you want to call it. Another I'd say success story is a learner or student who came onto our program. Her name is Larato Matibela. Larato studied at the University of Pretoria and also was funded by Thuthuka. And then she had such a keen interest and in working within financial services and in the banking sector specifically. Larato started off as a trainee accountant, and now she started off as a trainee accountant, and then she continued her articles, and now she's the head of specialist programs at Nedbank. So she basically heads up a program that she started into as a trainee herself. So that's quite a great feat also. And then I think the last person that I'd want to profile from a success perspective is Ntamulo Koza. So Ntamulo was funded by Thuthuka at Wits University, and also was part of the same training program that Larato was on at Nedbank. And today he's the head of finance operations at Nedbank. And that's quite huge. I mean, considering that he's very young, in his 30s, and he's the head of finance operations at such a well-established organization and such a big bank, one of the big 4 banks within the country, speaks volumes again about the kind of students that we have on the Thuthuka program and the kind of students that we fund. Students that are coming from not necessarily the best backgrounds, but are able to change their lives and also change the lives of their families just by making it, just by being funded by the program, and also sticking it through up until they qualify to become chartered accountants.
I think these success stories are actually very inspiring. How does the application process work for someone hoping to be funded by Thuthuka?
So to be funded by Thuthuka, we actually have an online application process. So as a learner or as a student who would like to be funded, you go to www.thuthukabursaryfund.co.za. I'll repeat it, www.thuthukabursaryfund.co.za. So that's our online application portal, which you can also access on using your cell phone. So you're not just confined to accessing it, on a laptop or anything like that. You can use your cell phone. It's very cell phone friendly, I'll put it that way. So anyone who would like to apply to become a chartered accountant, or would like to apply to study towards being a chartered accountant, can apply on the Thuthuka portal. The portal really is very easy. It asks you details about yourself. So your name, surname, ID number, and so forth, which school you went to, are you in university, or are you in university, what universities you're looking to apply to, what your study you're looking for funding for. So currently applications currently being open, they're open for 2022 intake. So for example, if you are in matric this year, you would then apply to say that you're applying for first year funding next year, right? The same if you're in first year, you would then apply saying you're applying for second year funding, and so on and so forth. Applications are open from anyone who is looking for funding from first year all the way through to postgraduate studies. So from first year to CTA or PGDA. And as part of the supporting documents that students need to ensure that they upload onto the portal, it's your matric certificates or your matric results. If you're not in matric, then if you are in matric, sorry, then it would be your grade 11 results. But if you're not in matric or you're out of matric, it would be your matric results. It would be your family income, so your mom's proof of income as well as their ID document, your dad's proof of income as well as their ID document, your own ID document as the applicant, as well as ID documents of anyone else that would be dependent on your family income. Because the criteria for being funded by Thuthuka, students must have minimum of level 6, right? And then in addition to that, the combined family income must be 350,000 per annum or less.
So when do applications close?
End of August. So they open right now and they close at the end of August.
And do you have any advice for aspiring accountants?
Geez. Yeah, I do. I think one thing that I can say is that the road to becoming a chartered accountant is a long one, but it's so worth it. The CA qualification provides an in-depth insight into how business works, no matter what the context. I think this breadth of understanding means that a qualified CA can enter into any industry from finance, medicine, sports, science, and many others, and impart their skills and use their skills quite readily. And then I think in this modern economy specifically, in which you're likely to move from several careers in their lifetime, having a good qualification such as the CA qualification creates high value to both an employee and a business owner, as well as creating broad horizons in terms of the direction that you as an individual would like to take your career. I think it's a smart choice indeed. It's so vast, so broad, and allows for so much scope for opportunity, whether you want to be employed or you want to be your own man and own your own business.
Can we move into the more technical side now for maybe our viewers watching at home, wanting to know the difference between a chartered accountant, associate general accountant, and accountant technician? Can you explain the difference between those?
Yeah, so as a chartered accountant or CASA, if you think of a pyramid, right? So this is your pyramid, right? Your CASA would be your top tier qualification. That's NQF level 8 qualification. Basically, what that means is the CAs are business professionals that have financial expertise and also broad business insight. So they lead business at the highest level, which would be like your CEO, financial director, board director, business owner, and strategic senior management positions. CAs use their deep understanding of complex financial, technical, and operational concepts to shape the strategic direction of organizations, and then often creating long-term value for organizations, communities, and economies. Your AGSA would be almost like your mid-tier qualification. So remembering our pyramid, so you've got your CAs at the top and you've got your AGSA qualification, which is your Accounting General South Africa. These play key managerial roles within diverse sectors of the economy. Their professionals who hold up this qualification have successfully completed the SAICA training contract or assessment, and they ensure they offer strong sets of technical accounting and financial skills, which are required to navigate today's complex and evolving business environment. The associate general accounting are generally technically minded, who have the ability to bridge operational and strategic management functions. They also drive accounting and financial excellence in organizations, and that helps them to deliver results as well as accelerate organizational and financial performance. When it comes to the accounting technicians, so again, going back to the pyramid, you've got your CAs, your associate general accountants, and then you've got your accounting technicians. And the accounting technicians are the heartbeat of every organization. They are involved in the practical every day-to-day work, which is preparing and producing reliable financial information that enables business and leaders to make informed decisions. They perform a broad range of functions, which include preparing and checking and analyzing financial information. Entry-level accounting technicians can perform important finance functions like budgeting, credit control, tax returns, while more experienced accounting technicians can assist with financial reporting for audits.
So you said chartered accountants are at the top of the pyramid. Can you explain maybe why do we need chartered accountants, especially here in South Africa?
I think the chartered accountancy profession and the chartered accountancy skill really is one of is on the scarce skills list. That was a tongue twister. Scarce skills list in South Africa. And chartered accountants are trained to support corporate decision making through analytical and data-driven insights. In a world as the one that we have, post-COVID world that we're going to soon, hopefully, such skills and expertise will serve as a critical lifeline to businesses who are trying to successfully navigate uncharted waters. I think CAs give advice based on facts and also forecasts, which are invaluable and will allow businesses to adapt their strategic focus to remain relevant and profitable. Even in the face of uncertainty, some things are certain, and the corporate landscape and the future of the corporate landscape may be evolving in ways that are not necessarily predictable, but we can be sure that whatever the future will look like, I think a CASA will continue to play a significant role in defining the business success.
Thank you so much for giving us so much great insight into the accounting profession and for giving us tips while helping our viewers along the path. So thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much. Enjoy yours too. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for watching. We'll have all of SAICA's information in the description as well as our own. Bye.